Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's my opportunity and pleasure to discuss with you a matter that's really dear to my heart, and that is judicial education, because of several reasons. Number one, it's mandatory in the state of Florida, and for that matter, in all 50 states of the United States of America, and furthermore, with respect to federal judges who serve throughout the United States, that judges, no matter what their level of judging, no matter where they're judging, have to have a required number of continuing education credits to ensure that the judge is up to date with respect to the status of the law in their area of specialization, as well as keeping up to date with respect to new and novel and innovative measures and means of improving the process of judging. I say it's dear to my heart also because I participate very actively in judicial education in terms of being a lecturer and an instructor at many judicial colleges that are held in the state of Florida for all judges throughout the state to attend. There is a required number of continuing education credit hours that all judges must complete, and that is a total of 18 hours of continuing judicial education on a yearly basis. And that basically consists of participating in lectures, either providing lectures as a lecturer or an instructor, or alternatively attending as a student in classes that are conducted to further enlighten and educate the judges as to developments that are of concern, or should be of concern, to the judges in their area of specialty. In smaller communities, judges aren't necessarily divided and sitting in divisions such as a criminal division or the civil division or the probate division or the juvenile division. Judges handle everything because the volume of cases is smaller because of the size of their smaller community. But when you get into more larger metropolitan areas, judges normally are assigned to particular divisions, and that may be the civil division, criminal division, juvenile division, or probate division, or family division. And the advantage of having judges in particular divisions is they develop an expertise and specialization in the area of law where they're assigned to sit. Obviously, the scope of law in any particular country is enormous, and we can't expect a judge to be totally proficient and totally insightful with respect to all areas of the law. So when you are in a larger metropolitan area, you have a greater opportunity to specialize and develop expertise in the area of law that you handle on your particular judicial assignment. Now, normally in most judicial circuits, there is a rotation of judges from division to division, because it really isn't fair to have one judge sit in one division for year after years after years and deny other judges the opportunity to have an opportunity to serve in different divisions. So we have judges that rotate from division to division, and that rotation process can be every 2 years, every 4 years. And that way, judges do not become stagnant in the area that they're sitting as a judge in, but have the opportunity to rotate and develop interest in other areas of the law that may be of equal interest to them as well. So the continuing education is very important. It's also important for judges to do whatever they can to enlighten the public and the community, whether it be private citizens or lawyers in the community, about areas of law that should be of interest to, if not everybody, to somebody. And so judges are encouraged to write law-reviewed articles for law schools that appear in their yearly publications, or alternatively for law journals or for any type of periodical that entertains legal scholarly work in areas that are of interest to the managers of that particular law journal. So it's very important for judges to continuously meet their requirements. Because if you do not meet your annual requirements for continuing education, you could potentially be suspended as a judge until you complete the total amount of continuing education credit hours that are required of every judge in that particular state. So it's very, very important. Getting continuing education is not and should not be viewed as a penalty or an obligation. It should be something that should be receptive to all judges, because all judges should be welcome the opportunity to be kept abreast and to be updated with respect to new legal techniques, new legal policies, and decisions that are rendered by appellate courts that are of precedential value with respect to the judges in their work in sitting as a judge.